the double articulator, nothing more. Okay. Okay. The main block. Only for refresh what we spoke yesterday. Okay. Nothing different. You can see better this and the drawings explain. You remember, yes. P1 for the pump. If you have an electric pump, if you don't have the electric pump, this gate is closed by a plug. You can only, if you need to connect, remove the plug and connect directly the fittings and the hoses. Probably you know that we can provide you as an optional all the kit for install the electric pump. And the electric pump is fitted in order, if you want to remove from the unit because you don't use any moment, you have quick release fittings. Okay. There is an attachment like this with a pin, faster fittings, finish. AC power, a plug for connect to the our electrical plant, finished already. The filter, nothing more different to yesterday. You can, guys, this is the manual for the installators. So Alessandro probably already give you this. Okay, so you can read this manual. You can find a lot of information if you need. No. No. Okay. Nothing more than yesterday. Tank, distributor.
Trigger. Sama trigger. Yang di bawah ya.
Frame distributor. It's a simple distributor on-off. Okay, not proportional. This because don't need. I want to spend some words about the outriggers. In the speed models, as I explained to you yesterday, you don't need to control, you cannot to control the speed by levers like the older model. All is automatic. But we are speaking about, I repeat, on-off. Okay, so when you want, if you try to adjust the speed of the users, it's not possible, because I repeat, all the system is on-off, fully opened, fully closed. If you reduce the current, you stop the users, the side, nothing changes. But when you install the unit, pay attention, especially when you for example, I explain you how to choose the pump and so on, the flow, the pressure and so on. I saw some installator, for example, I spoke with you in Peru, or they think, or in India, they think that more pump, huge pump, because the machine, no. And you know better than me why. Section of the hoses are always the same. You can put a pump like this, but the oil that go inside it more or less is always the same. Okay, but there are some conditions in this. If you see the outrigger moving faster, slower is not a problem. But if you see the stabilizers moving too faster could be a problem for the automatic stabilization, because the reaction of the sensor is
Not as quick as the.
not
as quick as the.
congruent with the movement of the frame. So, if you follow our indication, nothing happen. But if it is happen, you, for example, you can reduce the maximum pressure on the distributor in order to have the good speed for the automatic stabilization. Okay? This is very, very easy to maintain. I repeat, any element is all cartridge. You have the long spanner.
Yeah.
Okay? Remove the cartridge, put another, or check. Nothing more. No, after. Okay. Frame distributor, heat exchanger. Oh, okay. The explanation how to connect all the hoses, we can overtake this. The cylinder has two holding valves, smaller. There are inside this small block. If you have, during the time, if you have, you want to check, okay, you remove the cartridge. Inside, in this small manifold, there is a shuttle, okay, that close when you raise the machine in one side and open in the other side, okay. Remember to check when you remove the cartridge with a leader plier. Remove the small spool. There is a ring.
Yes.
You are in maintenance. You want to check. Remember that there is one ring only inside to check. Okay. That one. Yes, but no. Sorry, not in the H frame. This could be an holding valve on the medium cylinders, okay? Because I am not clear which kind of frame you will install. But if you have like the frame that we saw yesterday, they have this valve, okay? Depends. Cylinders. Okay. Mechanical section. Vediamo cosa dice qua. We have all dimensions. If you agree, I carry on because it's not interesting for now. You can read for any kit. You have all the dimensions, weights, and so on. For engineer, this. Yeah. Okay. When we spoke about the stability test for, we needed to have, for example, you buy your truck, okay? think about the truck without the platform installed. We need of all this. Okay, but for example, the distance between the center of the axle and the maximum length, the distance from the turret and the front stabilizers, rear axle and the rear axle, and so on. Obviously, this change, it depends from the truck, and this is important that we have, our technical office has this type of information, okay, for calculating this. Different, no?
Guarda se c'è l'impianto elettrico.
Arrivo, ma
No, c'è, solo per sapere. Perché...
adesso vediamo, dovrebbe, oddio.
Ce l'ho qua io solo qua.
No, ma ce li ho tutti io quella,
Io ce l'ho dalla 18 T HP8.
Vabbè, ma gli schemi ce li ho quasi tutti, Ale. Okay. Remember what I told you yesterday about the anti-crash?
Yes.
You see, it depends how you install how much is tall the cabin. Depends the distance between the center of the platform and the cabin. Okay. It's possible, I repeat, that you need to adjust angles for the encoder, adjust angle for the cabin. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a standard.
Buat setting titik rise nih. Jadi harus disetting tinggi. Setel bunyi ini. Jadi nanti pas dia saya nggak kerak lagi.
Delete how many and the distance. Okay. So look, I repeat, it depends. The number depends how long is the frame. Okay, but we want to try to respect 70 centimeter one by one. Okay. The number, okay, if you have a long truck, you have more plates than a shorter one. Okay. This is not for you. We have a system like this with the crossbars, with the bolts in the 37 and 32 DJ. Okay, because for example, we needed to one customer buy to us the kits, but even the frame. If we don't make this, the frame cannot to be loaded inside the container. So we remove it all in order to have space for load on the container. Okay. Look. Remember, when you install the turret on the sliding bearing, tight the bolts with a torque wrench. Okay, always. And check the strength of the bolts. 8.8, 10.9, 12.9, and so on. Okay, be ensured that is correct. Ok? No, ha fatto veramente bene. Oh, load and stability test. Now is funny to see. as I told you before, our procedure for the stability test is not our choose. It's not a socage choose, but it is European standard. IN 280 is the rule. Okay. Okay. Look this graphic. Can you see? It's small.
No, it's okay.
Okay. This is the movement I hope to be done tomorrow. I show you. We will see an already settled machine, but for our is more than enough. Okay, we will see, and it is possible that we discover something wrong. It's not impossible because I don't know the machine. I never seen the machine before. Okay, if we discover something wrong, better, because it's better for you, because you learn. Okay, anyway, it's very easy to do. I repeat, the procedure is this: I have the total weight, follow the manual, okay? How to carry out the test, sorry. Stabilize the machine by raising the front and the rear wheels by at least 3 centimeters. Important is that don't touch the ground. 1 millimeter is enough. Second, position a digital level gauge. Sorry for the English, the bubble. Okay, electronic bubble. On the frame and measure the longitudinal tilt of the machine, then the lateral tilting. No tilting. What means? The two axles, Y, X. Okay? When you are testing the unit, I will show you tomorrow, if you have a good bubble, electronic, you can adjust 0. And then, because the first, guys, the angle of the frame is very important for all, for stabilization, for stability test. When the machine is a normal work, okay, it's very, very, very important. Why? Especially when the height of the machine increase, the bigger machine, half degrees on the frame is not a half, is more, is meter. Okay, so better that you set the unit, better the unit works in perfectly safe condition. Anyway, raise the outrigger to level the frame. Okay. The aerial part position, I carry on faster. As I told you yesterday, the cage in the maximum angle, swing it. Okay, in order to repeat, I repeat. The man, okay. Oh, carry on. This is Boreto factory, the peak. Look, we use this. Is the thin rope like what is the name that labor with the concrete?
Well, I call that a plumb bolt.
Yeah, a small rope with a plumb.
Yeah.
Okay. Where we put this? Here, with a sling. Okay. But why? Because if you have the load cell, you don't move nothing. You don't move nothing. No, because you are in manual when you are. I can make this even using electronic, but I must to change some parameters on the limiting device. Is no sense, right? I bypass the machine and put the weight 10 centimeters to the ground and swing everywhere. Okay. Look to the swing, sorry, the sling. they are explaining that you are too much to bypass the unit.
Yeah.
But why? Because the testing weight is more than nominal weight. More. I read something, if I don't remember wrong, for the 18T, it looks like 400 kilograms.
So it's almost double of the nominal. It's
Yeah.
almost
Nominal is 250.
or 50.
The testing weight
One,
is 400, 450, so it depends.
So it's double of.
Yeah. So when the machine overtake the test, you are sure that the machine never fall down. Never.
How about the structure? Is it?
What, sorry?
How about the structure? So because
No
of-
problem. It's calculated for this.
Okay.
Because you don't open all. You have weights, special weight, but you have a special distance. It's not normally it's not the distance that you reach with the nominal weights. It's a little bit less. Yeah. Okay. They spoke about additional ballast if it is necessary, of course. I don't know what's happened tomorrow, okay? But in the worst case, if for any reason the machine has problem, we needed to try, okay? But only tomorrow. Normally, if you follow our procedure, you don't need to try. From my technical office, they say, in base to result that your measurement, the machine need to be installed with counterweight ballast X kilos in this exactly position. You don't need to try. No, technical office. Okay, guys, here 1 meter back to the turret, 200 kilos here. When the last test that I made in Peru on 37 meters, no problem for me, because it was calculated before from factory. They tell me, Ale, this. I make the test finish story, adjust the machine ready. If we don't have this information from you, could be a problem. Okay. Okay. Look. For example, more or less, this is the position that we will have when we perform what you see. Stabilized for the T series, boom, completely straight. Okay, respect to the ground. This is the weight. And this is the distance. For example, what they speak about. Reach.
Average.
Oh, which? Which?
Oh, okay. For 14T, 6 meter and 30. For the area 1, the longer one. Because if I have different areas, I have different position even for the stability test. Okay. Area 2 reduced 15T, 18T and carry on. Position load. Okay. And the angles, corner for start or for end. They tell you from here, starting from here, and you make for 180 degrees, 90 degrees, but easily. The machine is installed in the perfect center of the epsilon axle. Okay. When you took the weight for the axle in front and backward, okay, and you see that the left side, the weight is the same like right, you don't need to make a complete. It is enough half. Okay, because in the other side is the same story.
Yeah.
Different could be that the turret is not in perfect center. Okay, it could be, or your truck has different dislocation for the weights. You must to test left, side, front, back. The best way is to have, if you remember, I spoke with you yesterday, to have the scales. I don't know how many scales, if you have the scales and how many. To have the scales, guys, must be. Because if you perform the stability test without the scale, it's better that you do nothing, because you don't see nothing. Okay? It's enough. Okay, you work some minutes more because you needed to move the scales. Okay, but almost two. Okay, I understand that could be a problem, but you can buy, you can take by rent, but please, it need. Because I repeat, years ago, I make my finger on the stability there. Move, no move. Okay. How many kilograms my residual weight? My finger are not a scale. I feel the machine move, but no. You need to have numbers. Huh?
I looked into about 40,000 Australian dollars for a set of 4.
Yeah, it's expensive. Yeah, those
Ah,
are
okay,
expensive.
you
Yeah, yeah.
So I expect you will include it, put it into the container to ship it over.
Yeah.
So
For
you don't
example,
have to- you don't have to worry.
For example, it could be a condition that we will find tomorrow. Okay? Don't take care that it is the double articulated, but I am concentrated in this. What you see here, you see one space ring and another angle we call cone. Okay? You see a green cone and a blue cone, and you understand immediately on the draw that the blue cone is shorter than the green cone. Okay, but especially for the machine like the higher one, okay. How the machine works? You have circular areas, okay, and you have the aerial areas, working areas. But the working areas depends for what? The working areas depends from the circular areas on the ground. If you have a higher machine, you have a lot of areas. For example, you have in the 54 meter, you have one area in front, 8. You have 4 area by side, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you have 2 areas back, because the stabilizers in this 54 is not straight, but is like this. More you open, you can have 2 areas back. But it depends how you open the stabilizers, the crossbars, okay? In the smaller one, in your case, probably you will have one area only, because, why? Because stabilizer have one position only. And our hope is that you will have one area only for all, even upper the cabin. Different. If it is not possible, or we sell you another model, you can have normally, for example, the 24D has two areas. It depends from the truck. For in Italy, for example, 24DA, double articulated 24 meter. Isuzu. For me, Isuzu is a shit as a truck because the cabin is, but is fantastic for keep the platform because the cabin is light, the engine is in the center is here, but center stay back, and you can work with the same area everywhere. Iveco, cos'è l'Iveco? Il Daily. Iveco Daily. Like America, cabin. You have the toilet inside. The engine is I'm not in the cabin, it's in my house. Okay.
Different times though.
We need to reduce the area on the cabin because in front we cannot even because we cannot to overtake the maximum weight 3.5 tons in Italy, in Europe. Okay, we try. The truth is that in Italy all the machine overweight, but don't take care in Italy normal. But anyway, it is a joke. We have necessary to install ballast back. Okay.
After the inspection.
But anyway, we needed to reduce the area in front because the truck is very, very heavy. Okay, this is the reason. And if you think how many brands and many types of trucks we install our platform, the best for me for the smaller units was the Nissan. The Nissan looks built for installed platform. It was perfect. For the 32 and the 37, the best truck in absolutely Iveco Eurocargo. The best. No ballast, nothing. You put inside one area, you make the test, you have 35% of residual when you make the stability test. You can outreach a lot in front, back, perfect. I repeat, if you go in America, no. Same machine, and the Ford F-7050 in America, the total weight is more than Eurocargo. The problem is that the 70% is on the cabin. Okay? This is more or less what we will do tomorrow. We prepare the unit, prepare the weight, and we swing. And in the same time, we read the weight. Okay? Of course, if you are performing this test, minimum 2 people. One moving and one constantly, because if you overtake the limit, stop, down, and reduce. Yeah. If you have a possibility, like we made in factory, tie the machine on the ground when you make the test. In factory, we have all the machine tied on the ground. Okay? Or big weight to tie the machine. Sorry, DJ. So, someone of you has the DJ machine with the chip smaller? No. Carry on. Oh, electrical section.
Devi metterci, implementare più l'altro.
Eh?
Devi implementare con l'altro.
Lo so, sto guardando che non c'entra niente. Ah, ok. I want to explain this only for, especially for the troubleshooting, for the maintenance, in base to my experience. Okay. This is the bottom of the electrical box in frame. What you see here, you see some EITT plugs, okay, and a ILME plug. Okay, we have this plug 10 wiring inside is the wiring XC1 coming from the cabin. This is the connection between the platform and the cabin. You see two wirings, two cord only with a fuse, plus 12 volts, minus ground.
Right.
And this connection is directly on the battery.
Okay.
And for what? For power. For example, you have supply for power and supply for signals, auxiliary signal, you know. But in our machine we have electric solenoids and so on. Solenoids need power, ampere, you know.
Yeah.
So we go directly in battery, and there is a fuse around 30 ampere, 25, 30 ampere, and this is always connected to the small, the M1. Always, okay. But don't have problem when you shut off the engine. We have not absorbment. You don't unload the battery for this.
So there's a
Okay.
So there's an after keys.
Questo qua è
So there will be a PTO signal and after key signal from the EX1. There will be an after key signal and then the PTO signal to engage.
No. I repeat. This one is only for supply the M1, the ES small of power. Okay, for the electrovalves and so on. Then we have singular never under battery, all under key,
Yeah.
all.
After key, yeah.
Okay, so no more. Nothing except these two cables, nothing is directly on battery. Okay, only the IoT. Oh no. Yes, the IoT has a small, no, the IoT, the board for the remote control,
Oh,
okay, only but absorb 0.00010 milliampere, nothing, okay. And that cables comes from the frame and goes to the boom. It's one cable only. The main, this one. You have some plugs from the box in the frame. In the turret you find another. The third is before the cable goes inside the boom. And then directly, the last one, XC10, is attached to the controlling cage. Okay, why? Because we section the cable in order to permit you to remove the boom if it need, to replace only one piece of cable if you need, not one complete as the 324, remember? Okay. Do you have your truck for the smaller units are all 12 volts?
No, we are 24.
24.
Yeah.
And you use the converter?
Yes.
Mm.
Most likely, yes.
Okay, and it is perfect because some people don't use the inverter and use one battery only, but it is not the same because the ampere inside the alternator push the converter stabilize the current. So use anyway or the inverter, because in America, for example, all the trucks are 12 volt. If you install 37 meters, that works. The older one, it works to no, sorry. The older 37 was 24. The older 32 meters was 12 volt. So that sometimes they make mistake and burn everything.
So now all the speeds they are.
No,
shown.
speed, the medium machine 32 and 37 are all 24 volt. So if you don't have your truck 24 volt, you use an inverter. Important is that you use the
How about
device.
the 28 speed? The 28 speed?
30?
28.
28.
28.
28 di A.
Ah, 28, 24 volt.
Okay.
If it is speed.
Yeah.
24, all 24. I repeat, important is that in any case, or inverter or reducer, but use the device, not go directly on the battery. Okay, this is all the harnesses for connected. Every plug has a label, okay?
Yeah.
And you can understand immediately if you read the drawings what means where XV1D, YV is the name of the valve. Okay, when you find the connection like plug is XC, XCA, XCB, G1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and you find the same names on our drawings.
Are the looms complete? There's no terminations to make on a.
No, when you buy the plants
Yeah.
from us, is complete
Yeah.
with plugs, with all.
Yeah.
You don't do.
So the harness is.
For example, if you need the main power cable that you want to connect to the battery, no, because different battery, different you can crimp the terminals.
Yeah.
But for the rest, is complete. You only pass on the machine and connect. And another story for the electro valve, you have the connector is transparent. Correct? Transparent, you can see inside with a LED.
With the LED light, yeah.
We put this in order to help you to see if the valve is working. Okay. Lights for the truck. Ah, ok. Ha fatto veramente bene, Ale. Switch, yeah.
No,
I said no,
him.
no.
Okay. Switches. Okay. We are speaking about what is controlling the frame. This is the same story for standard unit and speed unit. Same story. This switch is working on the cylinder pin, and the cylinder case is not a hole. Is a
It's like warpy.
what?
It's like warpy. Warpy profit shape.
Let me check. What's that called?
Yeah.
Like an egg.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
An egg.
Because this pin must move. When you push the outrigger on the ground, the pin moves up. What's happened? this switch will be free. Okay, so we have all, this is a normally closed contact. Okay, why? Because all the circuit, remember even this, for the smaller machine, 5 contacts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Closed circuit. If one of them is open, you don't have the okay. Now now I will discover tomorrow because I have seen the frame is completely different. Okay, we have different solutions for the machine closed. In this case, this is drawn like the higher machine. The 54 meter has this system, one switch and one proximity for any outrigger. The proximity read the position of the internal case that moving, okay? And when the case it will be completely closed, the proximity read, and you have in cabin machine closed, the machine ready for go by driving. But in the speed series, this circuit make another. Cut the pressure. Okay, when the machine is closed.
Cut the pressure.
Yeah.
So
It cut the oil.
Okay.
By electronic.
So
Close all the valves.
Okay.
Disengage all the valves.
Okay.
In order to avoid to have
Overpressure.
all oil running where it don't need. Only, remember, only in the speed series, because it is all upgrading that we made. Okay. And I repeat, all the circuit is closed, I repeat, and all the devices, all the switches are normally closed. So, if you have problem, you don't have okay. Start to check. In this case, with the speed machine, if you remember yesterday, in the window called track S4, you don't need a tester. You don't need to remove at the beginning to remove. No, open the software. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Front right, not yellow. You know immediately. In the 324, you must to go in the box with the tester one by one, one by one.
We open it or
Now,
we hear the sound.
yeah.
Click or no click.
A violet, pink, white, black, disaster. Now we make, with the speed series, we made not 1 step forward, 10 step forward. You don't need to use the tester. In 2 minutes you understand immediately where is the problem. Okay? Okay, if you have adjustment when the machine is raised up, check between the head of the switch and the pin left 2 millimeters, not less, not more. Okay, the sensor. If you find, but in the smaller unit you don't have. Anyway, remember to have the if you have controls by proximity, okay, not too close, not too far. Normally the distance, the clearance where the sensor works is around 5 millimeters. How to adjust? Because you don't see, you cannot to measure, but you can take the thread. For example, if you have one sensor, the thread is 1, okay? Every turn is 1 millimeter. So you go, touch the metal, and unscrew for in the middle, 2.5 mm. 1, 2.5. Finish stories. It depends from the thread, you know. Okay.
But the sorry, it's for the proximity switch, they are using PNP or NPN.
Normally 99% PNP.
Normally close.
No NPN, never.
Okay, so normally close also.
The signal outside is positive,
Okay.
PNP.
PNP. And normally close.
Depends. Normally close. We have 3 types of proximity, or one contact NC, or one contact NO, or double contact NC and O. Depends what you need to do.
Okay, so it's good.
They call here, I was reading before, frame heat exchanger. No, no, it's not heat exchanger, it's not a cooler. Like oil, maybe, exchanger. Okay. Microbox, very important. Microbox is another mechanical device, and you will find it in all the model of socage, all. There is one switch only inside, one micro switch, 4 contacts, 76, 76, 75, 82. 76 double is the supply from the cabin. It is not a power signal, it is an auxiliary signal. 75 is machine closed. Okay? 82 is machine opened. All signal that goes in the M1, in the S small. Okay? But another step forward that socage made with the plant, we have a logic that control even the microbox. Alarm F9. Remember yesterday I spoke, if people during the year what want, the boom is opened, the machine moving, okay, don't worry. Push with the feet the microbox and move the stabilizer. Now, because it's very dangerous. Now it's not possible, because the machine control these signals, but control the angle of the boom, the angle of the encoder, say, okay, I don't move, because you are not in rest position. Okay. Very easy. If you remove the cover, you see the spring, and you see the switch here. But, what changed? All changed because we don't know how you install on the rest, on the support. Because your installation could be a little bit different. So, what you need to check when you want to drill for install the microbox. You open the box. First of all, when the boom is on rest position and pushing on the microbox, take a look that the spring is not in the end stroke. Push it too much, because 1, 2, at the third you cut the bolts. Okay, and inside here, the box, there is cazzo si dice staffa in inglese, porca puttana. A small plate, like you, no? The switch is in this position, and the plate moves and push the switch or not. Okay? When you close the boom, first of all, I repeat, yes.
Yes.
Okay? When you push the spring, take a look. First of all, I repeat, the spring is not at the end stroke, and the metal don't touch the switch. because it is possible you are moving when you go driving. If it moves and touch the switch, you don't know stabilize the unit. Okay, so you normally you will find 6-7 millimeter. Same story when you open. Below this pin there are two bolts, M10, okay, with the spanner with 90. Adjust the spanner in order that the plate don't push too much on the switch, because during the time it's possible that it broke. Okay, only this. But why I explain you this? Because it can be different for the installation. When we provide you of the new support, there are no holes for install the microbox. You must make it by yourself, because the position can be different, right? Okay. This is very important. This is the axle, the switch on the axle. You remember? We can have two types of switch. The older one that probably you see on the 324, 320, the bigger one with the spring.
Yeah.
Okay? But now we are slowly, the speed, 99% you will find this system. Okay. Okay. The draw is not so clear, but we have this plate and another plate back. In the plate back there is installed the switch. Okay. This plate is in L. Okay. There is a chain, a small chain connected to the axle. When you raise the axle, the chain pull this plate, there is a spring inside, this plate go down and release the switch, normally closed. Simple. Okay? When you adjust this for have the automatic stabilization that works correctly, spend 5 minutes more, but adjust correctly. What I mean, you must not to have the contact closed when the wheels are still on the ground, or when you are too much raised. You adjust. You put the wheels first time 1 millimeter, or maybe on the ground a little bit, and adjust the switch, because you know that the mechanic switch has a delay, hysteresis, you know. So if you take a 5 centimeter, absolutely when you test the machine first time, machine go up. So a little bit down, adjust, and then you will see that if you taking care about the hysteresis, and it's never changed. It's always in the same position. And it is the third of the circuit, the third contact. Okay. Guys, don't bypass this. Because I have seen with the scotch, with the tie wraps. Okay, no, don't bypass. Sorry. Okay. Cabin connection. Okay, this is for an installer is very important. It is. I like this because at the years ago in socage nobody works on the cabin. my first boss 10 years ago, I was in Serbia, I remember, on a 314. And they had some problem with the cabin because they got, I don't remember, or a Ranger or an Isuzu pickup, okay? And I was there, but they didn't told me this. When I arrived in Serbia for perform the stability test, they say, Ale, we have a problem with the cabin. Okay, I tried. Do you have the diagram? No. We call the Serbia of Isuzu, me and him together, connect all the cables. And my old boss say, no, why you make this job? You are not an electrician. Sorry, but you know me? No. This is the problem. For me, a platform, a crane, a forklift, an helicopter, if you give me tools and one drone, for me it's enough. It's only for joke, but for what? Because the only problem on our unit could be the connection with the truck. Okay, in the higher machine it's complicated because we have a lot of signal to put to the truck and from the truck to the platform. Okay, but all is explained. But not like this. I want to show you another thing, because I have mine that I will provide you. After I ask 10 euro for any email, but not to you, to Ale, pay me 10 euro every information.
Every photo,
shit on
for
the
every photos we take.
Well,
Every photos we take, you know.
it is my job, not made from socage. Mine, Saturday and Sunday to prepare instruction. Oh.
But I have it.
I
have it already.
Non ce l'hai? No, no.
Ah, no, questo qui? Is this one?
No, no.
It doesn't even check. I want the euros.
All socage. Yeah. Oh. Fucking. Come si chiama questo? L'affare qua, il quadratino qua.
Ah, il mouse?
No, il mouse.
Sì, ho capito.
Il finger. What is the name?
Touchpad.
Touchpad. I hate. I cannot use. I use the mouse normally, but I don't have with me. Okay. I repeat. The cabin card, the cabin wiring connection for the smaller unit are all the same for all. And this is very good for you. Think if we have like Sela, any machine has a different connection. You're gonna be crazy. No, we have one, same wiring, same boards inside, same connection for all. For example, wire number 40, okay, engine start from platform to cabin card, signal plus. Okay, so it is important when you are testing. What means this? That when you press start engine from the platform, this signal goes to the card, and you can with a multimeter. Okay, for example, 23 horn. Okay, from platform to cabin card. You know what I mean about cabin card. The electronic board that we give you for put inside the cabin of the truck, you know? Okay? And so on. And which type of signal that you have. Every wirings, every cord have one number. This number is the after. Carry on. Okay. But there are some signals. For example, W is a big cable, white, from the cabin card to the engine. Because, why? Because if you take in your hand the cabin card and reverse, you see some relay. For start the engine, we need power. Okay, so the cabin card has